Hello my friends, this is Amner Hunter from amnerhunter.com, and in today's video I'm gonna be checking out a new free VST plugin for guitar by the company Analog Obsession. This is the plugin, it's called PEDALz, and it's a 5-in-1 emulation of OverDrive guitar pedals. This is the new update for this plugin. In this video you're gonna see this previous user interface, but now this is how the plugin looks like after the Analog Obsession recent update. All of the features are the same, also the sound is the same. In this video I'm gonna share with you some of the features, some of the controls, analyze them, what they do to the signal, and finally I'm gonna check them out how they sound on isolated guitars and also in a full mix. All of the applicable links are going to be down below in the description and the first comment, and don't forget to check out the timestamps as well that I'll leave you down below. Thank you very much for being here and welcome. Before we dive into the content, my friends, I would like to invite you to my website, amnerhunter.com. I have some free stuff here that I want you to have. I have a free PDF, ebooks, and guides for music producers and guitar players. I have also some tools such as presets, awesome plugins, a super package of guitar impulses, my Cubase mixing template, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out my blog, which I'm updating weekly with tons of free content. So now let's get to the video. This new plugin from Analog Obsession, my friends, is like a compilation of 5 older plugins from this company. The first one is the DoDod. This is an emulation of the DoD OverDrive preamp 250. The next overdrive they are adding is the Guv'nor, and this is based on this Marshall Guv'nor. The next one is the OverDriver by Analog Obsession, and this is modeling the Super Overdrive SD1 from Boss. The other plugin they are adding to this compilation is the PigPie. It's a Russian model of a famous muff pedal. This one is the pedal they are modeling, is the Big Muff from Electro-Harmonix, a legendary distortion pedal also. And the last one in the list is the Zupaa. This is a classic and rare fuzz stomp emulation. I don't know exactly if this is the pedal they are emulating or this one, the Supa Fuzz from Unibox, or this one. So very cool that you can select each one of these 5 overdrives just by moving this switch. So now let's go to my DAW to check out some further information about this plugin. The way that I have my session set up here in Cubase is I made 6 copies of this guitar riff. The first part of the riff, you're gonna hear only the amplifier without the overdrive. Then you're gonna be hearing at the end of the video on this final demo the first overdrive, then the second overdrive, third till the 5th overdrive or fuzz. I recorded 2 separate guitar takes. I am sending both of these guitars, one that is on the left and the other one panned to the right. I'm sending them to this guitar bus. First I have no overdrive here, then I have the DoD engaged, then I have the Guv'nor engaged, then I have the overdriver, and the last one I have the Zupaa. All of the same settings are on this plugin across the different groups, as you see here and as you will hear on the last part of the video. These guitar groups are being sent to this guitar bus, general guitar bus, where I have this diode amplifier from VHR DSP. This is the amplifier that it's after each of the overdrives. So I am using an overdrive in front of the amplifier as if you were playing a real amplifier, right? You put the overdrive right in front of the amp. These are the settings that I'm using here. I disabled the cap simulator or impulse response on the amplifier, and I am using Pulse as my main cap simulator or impulse loader, and I'm loading 1 guitar impulse from the package that I'm giving away on my website. I'm gonna leave you the link for that as well in the video description. After the cabinet, I'm just using a high pass filter and low pass filter to remove some low end information from 95 Hz and below, and removing some high end information from around 10,000 Hz and above, just to make the guitar sit a little better in the mix. I have some drums and bass, and all of the instruments are being sent to this master channel or mix bus, where I have an equalizer cutting from 40 Hz and below with a high pass filter, and I'm just using this compressor just to glue the mix a little bit. I'm using the slowest attack, 30 milliseconds, fast release, a ratio of 3:1, and just lowering the threshold till I'm getting 2 to 3 decibels of gain reduction around here. At the end of the chain, I'm just using a limiter with a ceiling of -1 decibel, lowering the threshold till I get around 3 to 4 decibels of gain reduction, just to make the mix a little louder in the final demo. Now we're gonna see some of the features and controls of this plugin, and at the same time we're gonna analyze what this plugin and these controls do to the signal. I have this frequency analyzer here. The signal is flat at the moment. I have the plugin off, so I'm gonna turn on the plugin, and this is what happens to the signal. As soon as you engage an overdrive, it sort of remove a little bit of low end here and a little bit of high end. This is the first overdrive emulation. The second one does this. The third one, as you see here, it's increasing, and as a matter of fact, with each overdrive here, it's increasing the gain as well. The first one is like a more transparent, more clean boost, then it's adding more gain, and more gain. And the last one is the fuzz, which is making the signal like this, super overdrive and fuzz. If you know how a fuzz sounds like, the gain knob will just increase the distortion, right? So the tone knob, it's making this to the signal, right? So it behaves a little different from normally the tone knob on other overdrives. I found that for a better sounding overdrive, I left for the final demo the tone at 10, like that. The signal is a little bit more consistent. It's not like highly exaggerated on the mids. The bass, right? Taking out some bass frequencies here. So also I found the better here at 10, like that. As you see here, this dip that you have here, but with this treble control, you sort of compensate, right? And you have a more consistent frequencies on the overall sound, because if you take out some treble, you're gonna have a super mid-range guitar. For the final demo, you're gonna hear the tone knob at 10, the bass and the treble at 10. I'm playing with the gain only. And this output is just in case that you wanna bring the volume up of the overall overdrive. It's going straight into the amp simulator. So now let's check out how this plugin and emulation sounds in a guitar, both isolated and in context of the full mix. Please let me know down below in the comments, my friends, what do you think about this new plugin from the company Analog Obsession? Do you personally like or enjoy using overdrives before the amplifier when recording guitars? What's your approach on this? I'll be more than glad to read you on the comment section. Before we go, my friends, I would like to invite you to my website where I have some free stuff here. I have some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. I have also some tools, a super package of guitar impulses, my Cubase mixing template, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out my blog, which I'm updating weekly with tons of free resources and content. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll see you very soon on the next one. Alright, take care.